We are at BSides Cape Town.
So I enjoyed BSides because it was a speaker-focused event, and I really loved that it was so well researched. All the speakers came with research, with tools, and it made me so excited about cybersecurity, especially cybersecurity in Africa. I'm just going to show you some of the speakers and what their topics were about, as well as how my experience went. It was my first BSides. Thank you to my manager and my work for making sure that I could go.
To the cyber extortion actors. Interpol's got some other startling statistics, like they reckon 30% of all crime in East and West Africa is cybercrime. 1/3. And that's hard to imagine, but there's also this statistic from an operation called Serengeti, where they went to go and arrest all of these guys, and they arrested 1,209. They sends the phishing mail, they drop some malware, and they crypt the computer, and they go. They're not doing anything special, but it's going year on year. It's tripled since 2020. We've spoken about some of the other impacts on our relate.
Especially view a web form, and then the user will actually go out of their way to contact the fraudster, believe it or not. If you're offering free flights or free streaming service, the user actually phones or contacts his people via WhatsApp to go through these extra loopholes just to bypass your own device. As you can see, we're just allowing some restricted settings that should come back, and I can see of now this is all from the user perspective. They've now basically going back to accessibility and say, oh, we see this app, please. And then the screenshot comes up again saying, by the way, if you do this, you kind of screwed. But the users don't care. We just continue going on, and at this stage, your device is now owned. And
APK doesn't actually often have the malicious code in its text file, the actual Velvet code. Instead, sometimes it's hidden in a shared library, much harder to find, fully obfuscated, and yeah, so not making it easy. On top of that, re-encrypting, changing this up, and improving on their malware with high frequency makes it even harder. Very smart researchers had pulled these things apart. We pulled it apart. I can't take credit for all of this. We got a lot of this from other researchers across the board. A lot of it's out there, and you can go read it yourself. But basically, it's quite a complicated thing. We'll actually have these.
I don't have a straightforward answer to that because it's just such a complex question, right? In the ideal world, I would actually force everyone to go back to branch. But guys, we're in a digital age, right? We want to kind of draw a line where people in rural areas are able to access banking systems, right? And don't have to travel, 200 kilometers in a taxi to get that service. In an ideal world, it would be kind of a combination of having facial and branch still exist, but also having some type of real-time fraud detection that's able to pick it up on a trusted actual level instead of a KYC level. Well, thank you everybody once again for joining me here. I hope I didn't bore you. I hope I taught you something cool and interesting today. It's been absolutely like an honor to speak at BSides Cape Town. And thank you very much.
That have already bypassed something like antivirus and are performing post-exploitation activities, so they couldn't master signature detections and are performing malicious actions, then GDR typically comes in here to detect those post-exploitation.